Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be finishing, I think, Tiny Bunny. I think this is going to be the last video. I don't really know because I don't know how long it is. We'll see. Alisa was leading Olia into the thicket. Why is she? No. I needed less than a minute to hurriedly dress and rush out of the house. My heart was beating like a firing machine gun. The wind carried the cold, resinous smell of Kirsch's trees from the forest. Freezing air crackled somewhere in the field. Two shadows loomed in front of the gate. I could only recognize them as my sister and the fox girl because of their height. I ran toward the fence, listening to the howling wind and the squeaking snow. One of the figures moved and slowly glided toward the thicket like an ice skater. I slowed down and touched my glasses, trying to adjust my vision to the surrounding darkness. Worry landed on my shoulders like a weightless snowflake. A snake woke up in my belly and started withering. I felt nauseous. I thought about my home, the flimsy fortress I'd left behind. I finally caught up to my sister, dressed only in a coat. Olia, have you seen the foxy? Olia, why did you go outside? If Mom finds out? My sister froze in place, facing the taiga. She was in hands reaching, and I put my numb wrist on her shoulder for some reason, probably to make sure it wasn't a dream. Oh my god. Really? Oh my god. A pointy beak was directing at me, strewn with feathers that formed an owl face. Something wearing a bird mask was staring at me. Hut hut, she want. The voice sounded exactly like Olia's, but there was somebody else hiding behind the features and the cartoon. I sprang away as if I got whipped. The masked creature only pretended to be Olia, just to lure me out. I was running like crazy, drowning in the snow. The house in front of me was rapidly growing. The yellow light in its window and granted me hope. My mom and sister are there, my salvation. I couldn't hear anything from behind me, as if nobody was chasing me. Maybe it's because the owl can fly. I was already climbing the porch when I noticed another figure. Oh no! From the shed, black shadow from my house, a scruffy wolf cub growled out and stood in my way. Its movements were jerky, chaotic, as if it was performing some terrifying dance or confession during a stroke. And even though I could clearly see that the wolf's face was a mask, something in the werewolf's convulsions made me freeze in place. The boy in the wolf's costume rubbed his side against the porch post and fell to his knees. He bent his back so hard that I expected his spine to crack. That beast's eyes shone. But he didn't attack. He kept crawling around, running all fours. I shifted my feet, my mouth a jab, trying to keep him in my line of sight. Something was trickling from a slit in his mouth. Vicious drops fell on wooden planks. Saliva. Some unknown force pushed me in the back, whispering me to save myself. The fence was flashing by at the edge of my vision. Oh my god, I was running in another direction this time, toward the toothy edge of the forest that smelled of pine. Really, just don't scare me at all this time. My heartbeat measured time. The wolf boy growled behind my back as if he forgot his human nature. Grr, grr. My right leg got stuck in the snow, leaden cavely. I yanked it out, cursing under my breath, and fell to the ground. Blastering snow prevented me from standing up, from propping myself again, anything. But my unbound, pressed firm for life, helped me get out of the trap. I'm really my reading is bad right now because my heart is beating because literally there was like two screamers already, and it just started. Darkness was creeping closer, like its toxic fumes of brutal pyrus. I ran again, gasping for air that stung my throat. My hair swayed in the wind. I lost my head when I fell down, and my ears were not hot from the freezing cold, while most of my body was still sweating. The field finally ended. After realizing that I ran into the forest wasn't the smartest decision I could make, I dove into the line of trees. I ran without stopping, my face covered with one of my palms. I didn't want to lose a night, some random branches whacked my clothes, pricked my skin like butchers that were hammering a pig into a grinder. A mass of roots sprouting off my ground grabbed at my foot. Wait, I need to make the sound effects. Really? I can't make. Okay. I'm not. Okay. I rammed into the scrunchy trunk, sliding down in its base, and looked around in a panic. Oh, Alyssa. You're so fast. My first desire was to dash toward her and hug her. I resisted it and squeezed myself even tighter into the pine. What are you doing here? This and that. She was holding the hat I lost. How did she get that? Working part-time in the lost and found. Put it on, or your ears will freeze and maybe even fall off soon. She giggled. I squinted in suspicion and shifted my gaze back and forth between her and the hat, scared that Alyssa might be holding a severed head of something even more sinister. But in the end, my hat turned out to be just my hat. Take? Yeah. I took it and pulled it over my forehead. Feeling warmer? I didn't reply. There were some children in the yard. Children? Those are not children. And did they bite you or something? No. Well, then why did you run away? The answer was obvious, but after rolling the thought on my tongue, I mumbled, I don't know. Ugh, why did I promise to never call you a deuce again? Oh well, I keep my promises. She walked up to me and grabbed me by the elbow. I sensed the familiar aroma of mint, oranges, and burnt sparklers. I wanted to lean into Alyssa to savor the minute details of her smell. How many times do I need to tell you you're safe as long as you're with me? I'm your friend. And they are too. I quickly turned around towards the place where the fox girl was pointing to. Kids in masks appeared at the clearing. At least they looked like kids, since they were all pretty short. A wolf boy, an owl girl, and a bear boy. They all huffed and gasped of air. Oh my god, clearing tired from running around. I thought you fell for the snow. Started digging around, but couldn't find you. And I didn't care enough. He looks like, how was his name? Basha? Syoma. He looks like Syoma, and the O looks like the missing boy from the beginning. You see, if you're dumb, you run around and dig. And if you're smart, you wait until the other get tired of running around and digging. Then you start talking. You're a rat. daggone rat. Huh? Don't mind him, he's a weirdo. I stood there, stupefied, my mouth agape and my hands dangling hopelessly. I had no idea how to react to the words of these late-night guests, but I managed to squeeze out something resembling a smile. You just scare me, that's all. They started looking at each other, and somebody even snorted as if I said something funny. Yes, yes, the fox is right. He's the one. No, this is our. We've. Have we finally found him? Our bunny? Yes, he looks the part. The wolf boy started wagging the part of his costume like it was his tail in excitement. Rust. Of course, you were first. Wolfie here was the first to sense the bunny in you. He told us about you. Hello? And we've already met our hootie before. She isn't that scary, is she? I guess. And this smiling big guy is steady. Be mindful with him, or he'll chew off your head. What? I see you've also dropped your sense of humor somewhere on the way here. I was still unsure if these precious little animals had the best intentions in mind, so I hid my hands behind my back, trying to look away from the gaping holes of their carnival masks. Alyssa put her hands to her sides in a theatrical manner and somehow managed to wink with her fox face. Really? The only one who, like, you can not see eyes on the wolves, the bears, and the owl, you cannot see their eyes. But her, you can see her eyes. And they look just like Polina's. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just hallucinating. The next time we come, we'll ring bells for you. That way you'll be less scared of a visit. Do we even have any bells? I won't be ringing. My paws hurt. My smile was no longer fake. Ah, you showed us your teeth. That's a good sign. I didn't expect you to find us fun. I thought it was an emotional reserved strictly to Disneyland. How do you know that? That's totally Polina. I don't know why. I just think that she's maybe Polina. I don't know. Because the only person I told that I want to go to Disneyland is Polina. I read about it somewhere. You read about me? Aren't you funny? No, about Disneyland, darling. You can read human. Do you think I've been going to school every day for nothing? And then she sang in a cautious voice. Where to learn about neglect? Where to? Oh my God, that's That's a cute Russian song. I let out a cautious laugh. My new acquaintance didn't seem scary anymore. On the contrary, they looked friendly and welcoming. There was something about them that attracted me, just like the clearing, the moon, and the snowflake that fell backwards from the ground to the sky as if someone was rewinding a tape. Is that possible? Okay. The masked kids got close, and I felt their touch. They gave me a friendly taps, felt my clothes as if checking whether I was real. There was no animalistic malice in their touch, only pure childish curiosity. For some reason, I thought to myself, I could trust them. Snowflakes just kept on floating upwards. Nobody will hurt you anymore. Friend, okay. Yeah, if somebody even tries to. The fox gave me a slight tug and burst out laughing. Well then, Tasha, will you run away screaming or come with us? Where to? Ahaha, to the amusement park. At the moment, Tiger's disturbed silence was broken by the sound of a distant flute. Mesmerizing and alluring, it brought about the ring of a crystal glass and the whispering of a fresh winter spring. If I had any doubts before, the flute and a song shattered the last of them. I started following my new friend before I could even make my decision. My legs carried me of their own will, and the tunnels made the pines stepped upward. Bushes bowed in front of our procession. Because even the clearing we ended up on, I only saw in my dream. The flute soared up in the treetops like some fantastical bird. The snowflake floated up in a spiral. The moon painted tree branches with silver. Alyssa gasped in amazement. I was also in awe. I tilted my head backwards as far as I could. Hood, what a sight! It's so beautiful. Wolfie howled in agreement. This is nothing. I can show you much more, if you want. I did want. I wanted to see what a foxy girl saw in her eyes, hidden in the semi-dark of her cape. Now I didn't feel weird about those masked kids. I felt weird of being the only one without a mask. I felt like I was naked in the January winds. Why do you wear those masks? I was trembling, but I wasn't scared. My trembling wasn't caused by the cold. It was urgent from the peculiar obnoxiousness, the anticipation of something amazing. And why do you ask? I touched my cold cheek. I'm not wearing one. Ahaha, I love human tails. Human nails? Human fails. I've already told you. All the villagers wear masks. It's just you won't find anything human underneath them. Even me? You're so clumsy, Anton. We've already found your glasses once already. Oh my god, and your hat. And your real face. Oh my god, that's the bunny mask. I looked at the mask the fox was holding out to me. The bunny mask that I looked like a silver ingot under the moonlight. I was curious to see the world through its slits. Okay. Suddenly, fighting its way through the flute's melody, a thought came to me. The glasses they found were in Samuel's possession. My new acquaintance must have known what happened to him, or even worse. And where did Samuel disappear to? What happened to him? And the other children? The bear and the owl looked at each other. Oh my god. The wolf boy crawled into a ball, and the fox lured the pointy nose of her mask. The one who was kept in the cage? The one who cuts into little pieces raw? The one who wears a skin face took them. If I knew how to cross myself, I'd do that. So you're saying it was a human? Were you even listening to us? How could you call someone like him human? There's just one word for him, an adult. It's so easy to get lost in the adult world. Killers, cruel animals, trainers, and cold parents. If you don't want to get sad, better not think about them. I don't know about you, but I definitely don't want to be sad. Somehow, I'm also not sad today. What about you, Anton? Huh? I was lost in thought, staring at the pines, trying to pinpoint the location of the flute. I was sure that the person who played it was standing right behind the penny staked. Someone tell? Going over the holes in the flute with their long fingers. What now? Are you going to sit and be sad or have some fun? Alyssa wanted to show me something. Let's start with the sweet stuff. The fox girl took out a handful of candy from her pocket and handed them to each of the kids. Covers shuffled, the smell of pineapple, cacao, and melon sifted through the air. The last treat, a chocolate-covered waffle candy, Alyssa put right into my mouth. With her finger, like, really in his mouth. My tongue was engulfed in spiciness. Why spiciness? It needs to be sweet, a candy. It's not spicy. I felt like my body was covered in fur and the small sparks were running along it. I chewed on the waffle and the chocolate, gulped them down, and enjoyed the vivid taste. Thanks. Oh my god, he's really gonna wear it. My gratitude was barely edible because my lips were already touching the inside of a mask. I didn't even notice how I put it against my face. The paper mache was warm. The mask cut into my skin, giving it a nice prickle. The kind when you dive into a hot bath after being outside in winter. When you lie there and pour from the soapy water. See, I told you guys. This is yours, mine. What are we waiting for? The fun won't have itself. You're right. The melody kept swirling in the field like a hurricane. I couldn't wait to release the energy, the heat, this enchanting music was filling me with. The owl jumped and disappeared into the sky. I heard her laughter from somewhere above, and then she landed back, huffing and sighing. You can do it too. Give it a try. I followed suit. Oh my god. My feet tore off from the ground. I flew toward the stars like a rocket and screamed from happiness after seeing my friends down below. The wind helped me fly. It felt like I was jumping on a huge trampoline. Oh my god, this is so pretty. The stars looked like vivid sparkles that I could reach and lick up. The moon also got closer, and then I plunged. I got scared that I'd break my legs for a moment, but my soles landed softly on the ground, and I regained my balance. You're safe with us, and all your dreams will come true. I'm so happy that I finally found you, buddy. In a fit of merry laughter, I realized the most important thing. Those four are not a threat, my real enemies, and I felt that with every single hair in my mask were those who knew nothing about magic, humans from the village. I also realized how alive my surroundings have become. I heard the dry grass under the snow moan. I saw faces of the trees and the stars. The trees were smirking and the stars were grimacing in fear. That's right, be scared. I'll jump up to you and... I snapped my teeth, then allowed a jubilous laugh, jumping up along with the fox. We flew higher than the tallest pines and stayed in the air. I swirled Elisa, following my rhythm. I knew she was smiling, so I smiled too. Oh my god, wait. She's colorful now. Wow. Okay, and the flute just kept on playing, carrying us higher and higher. Hey, did someone put a spell on you? Okay, everything's becoming dark. Oh! That someone is standing next to me, I thought, trying to unglue my chin from the desk. My muscles felt slightly sore, but the feeling was pleasant. The whole class was wandering about for some reason, whispering and passing notes at each other. Their faces looked like discolored masks to me, bleak and boring. I yawned, remembering the time I was soaring high above the forest with Lissa by my side, laughing and squeezing my hand. Perhaps, no, probably, it was all just a dream, because I didn't walk back from the forest, just woke up in my bed on a normal morning with tea and medicine. Still, I was hardly worried about trying to find a rational explanation for my night dance. That feeling of fight was much more important. The knowledge of how it feels to be hanging in the air above the treetops of majestic pines and burying my teeth at the moon. Sorry, I got lost in thought. Have you heard about Katya? Oh no, Katya's missing now. Huh? I glanced at the empty seat in front of me. Katya went missing. My sleepiness was gone in an instant. I frowned in suspicion. What do you mean? It can't be. Now Katya's missing. Okay. Oh my god. Wow. But he wasn't really. Oh, really? Wow. But he really didn't like Katya. Why was he so upset? Oh my god, this was a cool episode. I think we're deeply grateful for everyone who purchased the game in early access. All the profits will go towards the further development of the game. Will there be an episode 4? Or no? If this is the ending, that's sad. I think I'm gonna replay the game to get the good ending and maybe stream the process or just make a video of the other endings. Yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video. If you have any questions or anything, just comment down below. I'll be waiting for your comments. I really love you guys, and bye!